Yo, what is going on, guys? It's BarmyTerror BT for short, and today, yes, I am your car mechanic, and welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Now, this is a beautiful game that I've been playing for a while on my own terms, just to get to level 66, and it is a long-ass game. So you're going to have to put some effort in if you really want to get to this level, with nearly 500,000 in terms of money as well. Now, I went out and bought myself a car. Now, if you're not fully aware of what car simulator is, basically you are a mechanic in a typical American workshop, and you fix cars basically. But I'm at this level where I can actually fix my own cars. Sorry about that, guys. I can actually fix my own cars and do them up and try and make profit out of them. Now, if you really want to, you go to the main gate and you have a choice of where you can buy these cars. Now, you've got junkyard or you've got the barn. Now, the thing is with this is, with a junkyard, the quality of the car you're actually going to receive is going to be terrible. I mean, it's going to be like really rusty, half the car's only there. It's going to be really difficult to try and replace anything, or you're going to have to spend a bit more money than you initially set out to do. However, if you go barn, you're more than likely going to hit a car that has all its parts but they're not great quality, so you're going to have to probably either replace a lot of it, or you're going to have to give it a good old touch up, if you know what I mean. And these are many of the two places I've been. Now, I've never been to an abandoned airport, but I'm sure you can find some pretty good, pretty much some goodies over there. And you've got all these barns to pick and choose from as well. And I think every day they get updated and there's new cars and stuff like that. And you've got a car auction as well, so you can bid on cars. I went out and bought my own car, so I ended up getting this beauty here. Now, this is currently a Mazda RX-3. And once again, I bought this in a junkyard, so terrible quality, and I'm not too bothered about that. It didn't come with an engine, sadly. I mean, like, but at the end of the day, I really want to make myself a fully restorated car, and the car's only worth 5,000, which I bought it for 10 at the time. But then again, I have all this money, so I'm not really too bothered about like that side of things anyway. So what did I end up doing? I ended up going and, well, building the engine. Basically, to be able to, if you have an engine in your car and you don't know how to get it out, you have to use this tool here. Now, if you click on it, and it'll give you the option to be able to pull it out. So, for instance, to install an engine or pull out the engine. Currently, I don't need to do one because there was no engine in the first place. Not very helpful indeed, but you know, it's just one of those things. And then what you have to do is you have to get it installed onto here. Now, we are going to add an engine. No, we never had an engine in the first place. So what we're going to do is you're just going to click here and you're going to have to build. Now, I bought a lot of the parts just to save time on everything else. There were some parts in there lingering about, which would have been for the previous engine, but they practically were dead. Completely dead. And I had a look around the junkyard, tried to find bits and try and fix them up. So you're going to find a lot of stuff in my inventory that is broken or damaged and stuff like that, and that is mainly because I ended up picking up some random parts of the junkyard, trying to fix them. Didn't always go to plan. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to first click on this thing, and you're going to have, this is to unmount. You're going to have the same logo but with a plus, for instance, like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to end up starting to build your engine. Now, the engine is the fuel filter, and that basically, in terms of the process of building the engine, if it's highlighted like this, then that means that's the first part to go on. So what you have to do is you just have to left click, and you can choose what you want to choose, and then you build the engine as so, like this. Now, obviously, we need two rotor housings. One's for the rotor housing, and then you got rotor housing. Happy days. And as you can see, I've got two of them. Now, the problem is with this is that obviously these are all brand new parts that I've had to buy myself. You've got the spark plugs to go on the top, and you have to have 4 of them. The main things that you probably want to keep in like stock of is probably like the things that you can't necessarily replace, like spark plugs, idler rollers, like both A and B type, and stuff like that. I mean, I have no idea when it comes to cars at all. I mean, I drive a car in real life, but I wouldn't know how to fix it. Not at all. And obviously, we're gonna have to have the rear side and the front side. So you stick that on, happy days. And then you put the front side on as well. And as you can see, I think the engine is actually currently upside down for me. I think. I may be wrong. I'm possibly wrong. But yeah, you stick the oil pan on and you have to screw it on into place. Now, if you have no understanding of cars, then don't worry. Trust me, I have no understanding of cars at all, and I am loving this game. I mean, you are addicted to it. That is the horrible truth of this existence, is you get addicted to this game. And I don't mean like it's all and find out which part goes where. You do get a general understanding of where the car, how the car works, and why that bit's there, why this bit works, stuff like that. But no, it's just fun trying to find all the parts and stuff like that. You know, it's building something from scratch, and the people that are, you know, like make model aeroplanes and stuff like that in real life, and like do all the like scare electric stuff and that. It's the pride of building something out of nothing, and this is practically, well, it's practically what I'm doing right here. Da 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 da. And as you can see, we are slowly but surely building up. Well, we are building up the engine to its full capacity as it is. Now, obviously, you're gonna have to also want to probably stock in some air filters and stuff like that, because this stuff, it's not usually you can replace it. And I'm pretty sure in real life you wouldn't replace a filter for an old filter anyway. No, you just buy a new filter, which actually would make sense in the first place. As you can see, I have already bought the parts just to speed up the process, because the problem is, though, a lot of it is me hitting T, which is the shortcut for tab, going on to it, going engine parts, like typing into search bar, going blah blah blah. You know, it's difficult and it's just long, and at this point in time it's just long, and I don't think we need to sit through me constantly going through trying to find out what goes where, so on and so forth. Okay, there's a chain link here, happy days. Now this is a Mazda, so thankfully with luck, if you hit T, you'll see logos. Now, Mazda tend to use their own logos, so if I bought this, 9 times out of 10 you are probably going to need it anyway. But with some of the stuff, like, there was no engine in the first place, so it didn't really help me at all. But if you go over to here, and there's called a repair bench. Now, obviously, I've got no items for my repair bench, but if you click on this, it'll give you a chance to maybe fix the item up to a reasonable quality, if not a pretty good quality, or 100%. Now you're probably wondering, why is I've got all this? Now, being my level, I've managed to unlock everything, and you have to be level 50 in the first place to be able to unlock everything in the game. But you need to be above that to be able to unlock everything. Like every single one of these costs a point. So I've got 27 points extra, and hopefully with DLCs and stuff like that, I'll be able to use these points up, not a problem. And yes, guys, I do love this game enough to buy the DLCs as well. Because like I said, it is a very, very, very good game. So we're going to screw this on, happy days. We're going to probably put this on. Yes, we are. Put the arms on, screw that into place. And it is this game is done very well indeed, in terms of, like, you can see where all the screws go. You can see where this, like, why the wires connect to this, the spark plug. It goes into how the whole system basically works. But no, I just love this game at all. And if you really want to see me make more cars, or be able to restaurate a car fully, or if you've got a specific car that you would like to renovate and that you know's in the game, that's kind of difficult, then I'll be more than happy to take that on. And you're probably wondering, like Barmy, why haven't you done YouTube? The question is, what with work and time off and stuff like that, and just not really being into YouTube at the moment, I took a break from it. I had to take a break. I was getting to a stage where every game was boring me. I'd just rather play PUBG with some friends and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, no, I'm back. I'm back with a brand new rep. And that is technically the engine complete. Now we are probably going to leave the engine here. We're going to have a look at the current status of everything else. Okay, we're going to want to lift this car up. Now obviously you can understand we are shockingly bad for like everything, and everything is going to be completely and utterly changed. So we'll take off the brake pad, happy days. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And like I said, guys, like once you start playing this game, you do get a feel for where everything goes, what bits you have to take off, where you have to take it off, and stuff like that. So we're gonna have to take this off somehow. Which bit's it connected to? It's connected to there. And this game doesn't necessarily give you an option of where stuff necessarily is and what bits you're missing and stuff like that. So you do have to have a pretty good look at what's going on. And like I said, we are going to replace everything out of this entirely. And I would have probably been better to get rid of my inventory at the time of doing this. Okay, so basically we want to get rid of all of the engine parts as such. Right, so if we get rid of the housing, get rid of these, get rid of that. That's a clutch pressure plate, don't need that. Sure as hell don't need that. We don't need that, nope. No, because that's brand new. Don't want to get rid of that. The muffler, crankshaft, gearbox. Okay, I don't know why that's there, but you know, I'm not going to complain. If it's there, it's there. You know. Okay, so basically we've got all of them. So whatever else we pick up here is going to be fairly normal. So we're going to have to do the front first, I do believe. As we do this, take your knees off, la da da da. Take the brake pads off. We're going to take this off, and then this. Take the middle bit out. And we are actually finally getting somewhere, which is rather nice. And we do want to kind of take this car apart completely, which is, at the end of the day, the name of the game. Which is not, it's a car mechanic simulator. Come on, guys, we are completely and utterly completing this, no doubt. Okay. I will advise you though, guys, like, you'll think that you finished the car, and then you'll realise that you've missed like these little nuts out, and it won't tell you that you've missed them out. No, it'll let you fix the whole car, and then it'll go, this car is not complete, and you have to take the whole car apart and realise that what you thought was okay it's not okay. I have to get that from the engine bay. Crap. Okay, so what are we currently missing from the front of this? And we need to take this tie rod off, and we have to take the steering rack off. Now, obviously, I have taken the full amount of that off, and we need to go to the engine bay to be able to take off the rest of this. and it is done all properly as well. I mean, it's like, as you can see, like, you have to take bits off here and there, and that is that, and the battery. Now the brake pump, right, we're gonna leave that, and right, so if you go over here, we're gonna put the battery on charge. No we're not, we're probably actually going to see if we can fix it up first. So all the parts that we've got here, like I said, we go onto the repair bench. And some of this stuff you'll be able to fix completely, some of it you won't. But at the end of the day, it all costs money. But then again, that money isn't necessarily a lot, if you know what I mean. So if we go onto here, and yeah, we're going to need a brand new battery, so we're going to have to go for a battery. So if we go battery, happy days, bat. Then we go battery, happy days, buy one of them. And then if we go there to that, 100%, recharge the battery, just in case. Then we go inventory, the battery, get rid of that one because it's broken. Oh, the radiator's been fixed, so happy days. Now what we're going to want to do is we're really going to want to be able to collect that battery. We really want to collect that battery. And we are going to want to, no we're not, what are you doing? Let go of thing. Take engine off crate, so it then goes on here. We then want to be able to install an engine onto the rotary 2, and it is completely in there, as you can see. So basically we've got a full engine with nothing, and obviously you're gonna have to add radiators and stuff like that, and as soon as this is sorted and you click plus, you'll be able to see everything that you need to replace and stuff like that. Now obviously I had some bits here and there, some bits I didn't, some bits I did. So we've got a radiator house, fan housing. So if we do this, just to show you what it's like to be able to use the tablet radiator. I don't know how to spell radiator fan housing. I assume that's the right one. I could be completely wrong. You know, I could be completely wrong. But I don't feel I am. I'm not. Okay, there is no item. Part needed, a radiator fan housing fan. Okay, so what? A what? I'm gonna buy that one just in case, because I don't actually know what it's asking me for. Okay, right. What are you asking me for? So it wants a radiator fan housing. Okay. Radiator fan housing fan. Aha, okay, I bought the wrong one. Oh well. Well, we've got a spare anyway. And you're gonna have to install that. Happy days. Again, this game, it can be confusing, I'm not gonna lie, it really can. And like I said, like, you just have to like grin and bear with it sometimes. I'm pretty sure there are no items. No, I didn't think there was. Yeah, you are just gonna have to go, okay, right, this is how it's gonna be, and yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with it as is. We can probably put the battery in as well, which is now 100%. Happy days. And I think we are actually going to leave it there. What we've done is we built the engine. Now, on the next episode of this, we're going to actually probably rebuild the whole of the front of the car and maybe the back of the car as well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take all the parts away, buy all the parts, so it's a little bit easier for you, so you don't lose interest in me keep going into tablet and then out of tablet and you know, stuff like that. And I'll leave some of the bits broken, so I will have to buy new parts and stuff like that. But other than that, guys, I really hope you like this episode of me fixing an engine and hopefully making this Mazda, well, making this Mazda great again, just like it was in the first place. And I reckon it has the potential of being a beautiful, beautiful car. Now, if you really like this episode, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you to the 56 subscribers that have subscribed already. Much appreciated. But yeah, if you really like this and you really want to see me get my hands dirty and oily, then please hit that like and subscribe button. And I will catch you in the next video. Catch you later, guys. See ya.